Yep. Okay, guys. Refreshments after hours of work. So, you guys were asking. Canadian beer with the colors of the American flag. Red, it might be hard to tell, but red, white, and blue. You can never go wrong with red, white, and blue, in my opinion. But anyways, enough of that aside. So, it is complete once again. So we got RPM bulkheads, RPM, that thing down there, RPM, and RPM everything underneath there. I will say that, fucking thing weighs a ton when you got one hand to work with. When you do these RPM upgrades, you will have to nut and bolt almost everything, and it is a big pain in the ass. The other thing I really kind of hate is a lot of this RPM stuff, they use fine thread screws that go into plastic, which isn't often the best. So try to use coarse thread if you're going to do that. I have to get some coarse thread screws. I just have a couple coarse threads going through down there just to hold her together for now. Those are going to get changed out for some nuts and bolts. And we're still waiting on our steering servo because mine exploded. And shit itself completely. But RPM parts are awesome. They are a lot more flexible. Well, maybe about the same as the others, the factory ones, I guess. But the next thing is, well, there's a lot of adjustment needs to be done here or there. I'm going to try to find a roll cage for this. And that way I can tip it over and everything else. A lot of people ask about this thing. It's not a roll bar. It's not a carry handle, although it doubles as a carry handle. It was from a company. It was Dirt Launchers or Dirt Action or something like that. And there was supposed to be like a big velocity stack that went on the carburetor with a big silicone piece and a big K&N air filter that stuck at the front. I'll dig through my archives of many, many years, and I might be able to even find those photos, and if I do, I'll share them with you guys. But, so, I just gotta adjust a lot of things and adjust the camber and caster, all the stuff that does this, you know what I mean? Good, okay, glad, understood. And next I got to, well, I did change out that guy, the bulkhead brace, I guess, whatever you want to call it. RPM. I wish I could get it in purple, but I couldn't find one in purple, so I had to run with black, which is still good. Still going to change out those front ones yet, but my wrist is just not doing it at the moment after I've been working all day. And if you noticed, so a lot of people go, oh, you have purple on that side and blue on that side. So what I did is I staggered it just because. So you guys can, your OCD will completely go off the fucking handle now, and I hope it does. Because everyone goes, hey, do you have two different trucks that are the same? Because they were used to seeing purple, and then they'd see blue, and whatever, you get the idea. But yeah, so that's what's going on there. And I guess I gotta finish off that front, do some other shit, and I'll show you guys what I've been up to. All right. So here's what else I've been up to. Is my 1980. Well, it's got an 83 engine in it. It's for the 4-speed transmission. But Honda ATC70. I've been cleaning up the rims, which are all rusted. I'll show you the other ones in a few minutes here. And got timing set and new piston. Actually, if any of you Honda guys out there know that the ATC70 uses a flat top piston to reduce the compression ratio to make them easier to start by hand, I use old 70 dome CT70 pistons because they're a dome top. So you get a little bit higher compression, a little bit more bang for your buck. And yes, it will work with the original cylinder head. That's currently what I have in there. But this thing burns more oil than gas. Like a lot more oil than gas. It's a hybrid. So we got some gaskets, some old busted Tmaxx parts, and everything else. So these rims are in pretty bad shape. They are pitted. Doesn't really look that bad, but they're pitted pretty bad. They don't hold air, even with new tires on them. So I'm going to be putting tubes in, all three, and these are going to be primed and painted the same gold color that Subaru uses for their WRX wheels. So that should look pretty cool, like the old ATC250R kind of feel, you know what I mean? And we got some cylinder head action, new cylinder head. We got a high lift. That's a performance cam, actually. I think they call it the mini thumper cam or something. It's used, but it's in really good shape. That K&N's going in the fucking garbage. Those K&Ns are junk. And we're waiting on an electronic ignition and a few other things, and it got some rust to take care of the gas tank. And this exhaust is, well, it's going to be cut off right half and two there, and we're going to put a super trap on there because you can put your fingers through that thing. It's pretty rotten. I'll show you guys the the rims that came off it out the back here. Hold on. Okay, welcome to my sack of onions. So we got some new meats, some brand new tires. These I got off eBay for actually 68 bucks. And there's the dimensions. They're Wanda brand, like the woman's name. But they're original tread pattern. So I got two of those. So the front one's new. But here's what the inside of one of the rear tires look like. It's pretty bad. Pretty disgusting. So what we're going to do is we're going to wire wheel that down. Sorry, dyslexic moment. Shout out to anyone that's dyslexic like myself. And we're going to get all the silicones because someone glued the old tires to the rims. So we're going to clean that up. We got some paint stripper right there. This is good stuff too. Got some paint stripper, and we got a few other things, and we're going to do up these rims, and we're also going to redo the top end on the three-wheeler, and strip that thing down and do some work on it together. I'll make updates along the way about it. I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of looking at this rim half, so you can look at this rim half instead. Look at how disgusting that thing is. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not rusted through, it's just in really bad shape. Yeah. And of course, work's been picking up like crazy, but yeah, so this is what's going on. Just gonna find myself a pull starter for this 1983 engine, and we will rebuild this on video together, the top end, and maybe I'll make some videos about doing the tires up and little bits and pieces and getting the super trap exhaust and whatever else and all that racket. And of course, back to the Tmaxx once again. So also, I'm going with the same servo there for steering because mine exploded. And I'm currently trying to find the aluminum servo mounts, like these ones in here. Because I have aluminum ones right there, you can see. I don't like aluminum mods. I fucking hate them, to be honest. Like aluminum A-arms and all that stuff is garbage, right? This bends and falls apart. But for stuff like this, it keeps the servos from flexing so much and just better. But anyways, the wrist is getting a lot better here, so we're just cranking along. But anyways, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Hopefully this little update you guys found interesting. Ugh, need more beer. Ugh. As always, guys, thanks for watching. And keep on burning nitro out there. Check out ERCM, get yourself a pipe. Oh, and the connecting rod videos are coming up soon. Mr. X and I are working. I just have to send my crank away. Anyways, guys, later.